Hello and welcome back to Guru the Guru. So today we are going to be dealing with ranking window functions, and this is PostgreSQL. So there are three types of window functions, ranking window functions. The first one is the row number, which assigns consecutive integers to all the rows within the partition. So a partition is how you group your data. For example, you could have an employees table and you have partitioned by departments. So the partitions are the departments. So the row number will give a unique integer from 1 to at the end of a particular department, then start from 1 again. Then we have the second one is the rank, which has it gives the same value to digits with the same rank. For example, if we had the first department where people have a salary of 100,000 and there are 3 of them, they would belong to the same rank, but then it would skip to the next one. So for example, if you had the first one with 100,000, the second and the third with 101,000, the third person would have a rank of 4, not 3. However, the third type of ranking is the dense rank, which it's different from the rank because it doesn't skip an integer. For example, if we had the same whereby we have the first person with 100,000 and then the next two have 101, it would be both would have 2, but the fourth person would have the rank number 3. That is with dense rank. So enough with the talking. Let's just get into the real deal. So I'll go to login into your pgadmin. That is what I'm using. Then there's a table employees, and that is what I will use. So I'll just launch query. So I'll select my employee table, employees, then just launch the query. So I will expand this for you guys. Hope now we can, I believe that will be alright. Can delete that, just take it back a bit. Yeah, that should be alright. So the first ranking function that I would like us to do is just to show how the rank window function behaves. So we'll have a comment. So what do you need? We need the email of the employee, we need the employee ID, we need the salary, and then we need to group by or partition by the department. Sorry, partition by department and order them by order by salary in descending order. So what we do with this is we select. You have the basics first. Select the table you'll use, and then if you need a where clause. So what table will we use? We'll use the employees table. So just end that. Then I go to my select now. I need the email as instructed. I need the employee ID, employee underscore ID. I need the salary. And then because it's a window function and it creates another row, you need a comma after salary. So we need the rank, then we need the opening and closing brackets, we need the over. And always ensure when using ranking functions, ranking window functions, you always have the order by clause. That is necessary for ranking functions. So we are told to partition, that is from partition by the department, and we need to order by salary in descending order, and that should be all. So we can remove this space. We can, although ordering or just run this, should be able to see the output. I'll just bring this up so we can see it. So you can see from the first employee, we should have selected department here so that we can tell what department they are from. Department, that will be okay. Just run these again. So you can see automotive from the first all the way to 32, and then we start beauty from first all the way 3, 4, all the way down. So that is just how you do the ranking window function. So you need the columns that you will need, then this is the window function, then the order by, which is necessary, and then the table you will be using. So we can head over back to another function, another question. We'll handle only 3 questions, or 4. I'll just make them 4. So what do we need? We need to return the details of the employees. Let me just write the question. Return the details of employees who were hired between, let's say hired on or before the 31st of December 2005, and they must be, sorry about this, we have that, and are in the following departments. So you should not have any other department. So you need the first aid. What else do you need? You need the movies and the computer department. That's that. So how do we write this rank function? We need a select. We need the from clause. So we are selecting from employees table. So we just close that. Then we go back to the select. So we are selecting the employee underscore ID. We need the salary. We can add in the email. We can also add in the department. Yeah, because we need to partition by that. And then now we have the rank window function. So we need an over clause where we'll put in the partition by department. We also need to order by hide it. Really, we should have selected the hide it here also, where we are able to tell when these guys were hired. So the hire is called date. Yeah, that is what we are ordering by, and then we can give this just rank. We should be right. Then join this up from the employees table, and then we need a where clause this time. This time we need a where clause, so we don't end it there. We need a where clause because we're saying we need the employees who are hired. It should be either on or before, so it's less or equal to this day. So 2005 31st, and then we need to ensure also they are in the following departments. Department in, what did we gave what departments? We gave movies. We also gave first aid. Should I get them correct? The first aid department, and we also have the computers. So that should be that. Should just end that there. Now we can run our query. Go ahead, click successfully. So there you go. So only 3 departments. That's the first thing that you should confirm. The department computers, first aid, and movies. So that's correct. And then you have ordered by the hire date. So you can see 2, 3. This is before, but the final date should be known beyond 205 31st should be in the result set. So I believe that should be correct. We can handle another question. This will be our third question, and this one will do. Let's find the fifth ranked salary in each department. That should be right. So here we'll use a subquery, and what we'll do, we'll select first of all from the subquery. So we put the subquery here. We select the department, because we first need to get the salaries ordered in the salary, then we rank, keep putting that there, sorry, over, then we need to partition by the department, and you also need to order, which is a requirement, order by salary in descending order, and then you can give this row a name as the row number and this column number. You also don't really need the as, and then you can leave it as that. The row number for employees. It's okay. And then what table are we getting this data from? We're getting the subquery now. We're still in the subquery, guys, from employees. Then you can come here, just bring that up. You can also give this, we can call it A. That doesn't really do much, but where within the where clause, because we want the employees who are fifth ranked in each department, so equals 5, and that should be right. So just run that. So you first need the subquery, just run that. So this should be this column here, so I should have this, sorry about that, should have this here, and now it should be right. Let's go ahead and run that. Yeah, so that's right. Now let's bring it up. So if you check, let me just select let me just add in, it's okay. So the fifth ranked in the automotive department is 52,000 in beauty, start in camping, in children. So we give you every department what is the fifth ranked salary. So then we can have the last question before we wrap this up, and this one will be using a common table. So what we do, we just create a common table expression. We'll show you how to do that. Common table expression to retrieve the customer ID. There's another table that I have for customers, so I could not be able to do this with the employee table, so I'll use a customer table. So customer ID, I'll retrieve customer ID and how many times they have purchased from the mall. So this will be quite long, so I just bring it up and leave it at the question there. So now this is how you create the common table. You use the width, and then give the table name, purchase underscore count. This is a common table now. So we have the common table inside this curly braces, so these brackets, sorry. Select, what do I need? We need a customer ID. This is another table, mind you, so this is a customer table. can just show you that before we go on. So the customer table is employees, so we're using customers here, and these are the columns: customer ID, bracket, customer ID, customer name, segment, age, country, city, state, postal code, and region. I believe that's right. So we go ahead and select the customer ID, then we count. We need to know the sales. We count the sales. We have sales as these are their purchases now, how many times these guys have bought. So purchases from what table? From sales, the sales table. Then we group. What we group by? Group by customer, group by customer ID, and we also order by purchase in descending order. So these are the purchases here, the purchases. So we're using both the customer table and the sales table. So in the customer table has the customer details, and the sales table, we check the sales table, we have the order ID, number of sales, the sales they made, the quantity, the discount, the profit, and all that. So we have already made our common table expression. So select customer ID, select the count of sales, this is the number of purchases they've made from the sales table, then group by the customer ID and order by the purchases. So I believe that is clear. So now we go ahead and now do our ranking. So we select customer ID, purchases, and then always remember that comma. So underscore row number, just close there. You have the over clause. As usual, you need to order by, which is bare minimum. Order by, what are we ordering by? The purchases from above. The purchases, this is what you're ordering by. This is so purchases and descending order. This, you can call this row number, row n. That should be right. The next thing we need to rank. Then we need the over clause as usual, and then we need an order by purchases. You'll see how we refer to the table that we've just created above as you complete. This is the rank. That's okay. Rank number. Sorry about that. Rank number. And then finally we need the dense rank. We just want you to see how all of them are comparing up as you complete. Then we have an over clause as usual. We need to order it by purchases. This will tell us how much each one has purchased. So this is you can call this dense. Just do it in lowercase. That's rank number. Remember what he said, for row number it will go uniquely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if there are two that have the same maybe number, it skips and goes to the next. But for rank and for dense rank, it will not skip, it will just go. If there are two that are usually are the same, it just goes to 3, but for rank it will skip. So and then we need to finish with from the common table, and just put that there. So I think I made a mistake by telling you that I'm using the customers table, but I'm actually using the sales table. You can see it has a customer ID and it also has the number of purchases. So now do not make a mistake of running only the common table. That will provide an error. But if you run the whole of it, you need this is a common table expression, and then now we have what is below. So we just run that. Oh sorry, there should be commas after this, because these ones also create rows so you should have commas. Sorry about that. Then run. So that should be right now. Analyze the results. So if you go to customer ID, they have purchased 37 times. So they are row number 1, in rank they are number 1, in row number they are number 1, in rank they are number 1, in test rank they are number 1. You go to 34. Now this is a good place to check. Now check this, they have 34, 34, 34. That is the number of purchases. If you go to row number, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. It's unique. Every purchase or every row will have its unique number. If you go to rank, the 3 have a similar number, but then it has skipped. So it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has skipped the numbers that have been replaced by 2. The same, if you go to dense rank, now it doesn't skip. You see these are similar to, but it goes direct to 3. So that is all, guys, that I wanted to show you today. I just wanted us to look at the ranking window functions, whereby we have looked at the row number in our previous series. We have looked at ranking today, and maybe look at dense rank some other time, although we have touched on it a bit here as we completed. So that is all from me, guys. Have a good day. Bye.